Nice looking.
Well, she took care of the store, and see, besides the factory, we had a store where the shoemakers we sold.
Yes?
Sure, and I ran the store with my father because my father went to the factory downstairs, and we had she couldn't buy any shoes, and we sold the upper part from the shoes and everything to make shoes, nails and hammers and also fancy slippers, the top for fancy slippers. The shoemakers all made those things. And we had that little store, and my mother ran it. And when I got older, I helped her, and I was so happy when my father came from the factory. You know, he was the manager then. You know, he didn't work though. He said, "Oh, Papa."
Wait a minute. I'm a manager. I work. Wait a minute. The manager doesn't work.
So I was so happy when I could tell my father I sold this or I sold that, and I put money in the drawer, and I was happy then. I was.
You like that?
I liked it. Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, here comes the other part. Yeah. Number one son. Number one son.
Oh, how do you do it?
What happened to a couple
one
of
son.
married man cops?
She does not belong.
Terrible.
Well, as long as nothing happened, as long as he got home safe.
He's hungry.
As long as he got home safe. He's late tonight. He's late tonight.
Yeah, that's a long day.
Yeah.
So your father came over first, and then the three boys came over.
Yeah, but my father came, and they didn't tell me. I wasn't supposed to know it. And then I there was some talk. There was a fellow here from the bank, from the next city where we borrowed our money, and I heard this talk in there. So then I went in. I said, I want to know in German what's going on here. That was me, see. So then they told me, and I wasn't supposed to say nothing.
Where did you think your father? I mean, you were 21 years old. Where did you think your father had gone?
Well, they told me that he was going to America.
Oh.
And meet these people, those our relatives. So they explained to me with the business and so on and so forth. All right. And then he was gone. And I looked upstairs. We lived next to the station. So I went upstairs by the window. We couldn't go with him. He went alone. And I looked at the window and I saw my father going into the station to go to the train. So they met in Bremen or Bremerhaven or Hamburg or somewhere. And then we packed the boys' suitcases, each one. And they were supposed to go to the nearest, we had relatives in that Hamburg where we always went. So they were supposed to go to a dance there. See, we lived in a little, there was nothing going on, and they always invited us. That was a little city life. So they were supposed to go to a dance there. That was the story. So, but each one left different. But they met somewhere together, and then they went to where the boat. They met my father on the boat.
Oh,
There.
oh.
Each one had a different name.
Because you knew the war was coming.
Huh?
You knew the war was coming? The First World War?
No. We came in 7. The worst was
Wasn't
14. And we never told my father about the First War.
Oh, really?
No, we never told him. He was sick.
Oh.
1914, he was sick. He had a heart condition, and he had
Was he sick when he was over there, or did he just develop something here?
No, he wasn't sick. But he had, like, arthritis or so, yeah.
Well, what caused the whole movement of the whole family out of Germany?
Well, I guess that it was too much. And seeing we had a big family, and then I guess he had to borrow too much money until the bank examiner came over and they found out that we didn't went bankrupt. I just don't know exactly how they call that in Germany. So that's, a certain terms there. So they got the factory and everything else, and the house. The bank saved all this. They covered their interest on it. You see? Yeah. But evidently there was some money left. And I remember when we were here for a while, Grandma got some what was left over from that covered the whole thing, in Germany. So she got some money. I remember that. My mother, not my father. They had 10 children. They didn't. They just made a living.
Your father was one of 10?
Oh, yes?
I didn't know that.
Oh.
Grandma had 10 children.
No.
But Grandma
No.
died young. Their father died young, and the boys ran the tannery.
No.
Him and his
Now wait, Peter Joseph was one of 10,
children.
and Grandma was one of 1.
Grandma was alone.
So-
Sure, Grandma was a good catch for him.
Anybody want more drink?
You know, the Schlickers always want, sometimes they get talking and they want to know about
I think it's wonderful.
No, I have a list like this from property what we have.
And then some of the girls came over. Then the girls came over.
Yeah. But then we. Are you interested?
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
But then we had a relative who was in Germany visiting. So he came to us, and so my mother said so and so. My father was gone, and they go. Oh, he said, when I go back, I can take some of the children with me.
Oh my goodness.
Because there were so many children. So we arranged it like that. We sold the furniture. We had beautiful furniture. Beautiful furniture we had. My father was So we sold the furniture and gave him the money for the fair. So he took Maria and Marie and I think Lena and some of them along. And then there was me left and Carl. Carl is the youngest one, and Clara and your mother, yeah. They were left. So we came with the last bunch. But we had enough money for our fare. We had money. You know, we had money for our boat for fare. Yeah. We came over. And then my father, they were in New York. Our relatives in New York took them in. Huh?
Yeah. New York City.
New York City. They took them in.
What was the time span between when Papa Peter Joseph Schleck went with the 3 boys and the time you came over?
How much?
How long time?
3 months.
Is that all?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I thought it
was longer than
I thought it was longer than that.
Grandpa left in August or July or August then. But you spent Thanksgiving on the Crown Princess
And
in
we
Sicily.
came in December.
Yeah. And you told me you spent Thanksgiving on the ship.
Yeah, well, I think it maybe was after, but we knew they had things there, and we had extra food and extra, and they say that was from Thanksgiving or something, on the ship. Yeah, all right.
Now tell me where you left from. Did you leave from Bremerhaven?
No, we left from Hamburg.
No, that's
from
not a port.
Bremerhaven.
You left from Bremerhaven.
Yeah.
The ship, North German Lloyd
North German Lloyd.
left from Bremerhaven. How long did it take you to go to
7 days, I think. 7 days to stop time.
And that, I want you to tell me
And
over
then
again.
Pop Schlicker came with us.
Oh, Pop Schlicker came with you, but where was Marie? Marie was here already?
Marie was here with Marie.
Oh, okay. So Pop Schlicker
They
came.
came first cabin. Yes, because they had to. Because they couldn't go. See, there is first cabin and second class. First is the Ritchie. It's the Ritchie.
Yeah.
And then because he couldn't take them unless they took first cabin because they couldn't get a ticket for them. So they had to go first cabin. So that cost us more money then. See. So Maria, I don't know if Maria could pay for her. I don't know. We didn't. But anyway.
All right, now I want you to tell me who came then the last when you locked the door. You and your mother
And Carl
and Ann and Clara.
And Clara.
And Lena was not. Lena was here.
Lena was here already with the other part. And we were here, and then my father wrote, this relative in New York wrote us. He said, Johanna, he said, our father had eine schöne Villa gekauft. See, that's in German. He said villa. A nice
Big old
house.
house.
A big house, a big French big house. And es wird euch nichts fehlen, wenn ihr nach Amerika. He was kind of sweet on me.
He was a relative of yours.
They were going to make a marriage between him and me. He was a bachelor, see?
Oh.
Yeah. But then later on, he was related to me as a second cousin. So they thought that. But he said to me in Illingen, when he came, he said, Johanna, wenn ich noch mal komme, if I come again, I bring you the beautiful diamond ring. The nicest diamond ring I could get. They were rich, they were made of it. So, of course, it never happened like that. So, but But he wrote me the last letter in Illing. He said, your father bought a nice villa house and you come in this country and you're going to be happy here in the Sweden. You don't need for anything. We take care of you. That's how.
Maple Avenue?
Yeah, 510 Maple.
And see, he didn't want, which was a nice gesture from my father. He didn't want my mother to go and rent because she had all this money in Germany and her own house and 2 houses and something else. My mother was not supposed to go in rent. So he had a chance. The people in New York, they looked for this house for my father, see. And he paid $1,000 down on this house, on that house on Maple Avenue. And then they bought some furniture, some second furniture and this and that, so we had beds to sleep. And we came 3 months later. And these New York people, our cousin from New York, they were on the boat to visit, to take us. And I never forget, we came in that night to South Broad Street, and there was snow on the ground. And all these windows were lit up. In Germany, you close the shutters at night.
Oh, really?
You don't see any lights. And when it's dark, every house is like this.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
And that took us all night. We went to South Broad Street, and all these people had their lights on. Oh,
By
that
St.
looked so
Elizabeth's House, and they
beautiful.
walked up South Broad Street. From the
And
station,
we walked from the South Street station to Maple Avenue. So there was this big house, and a big living room, and my father was, they opened the door, or no, Maria was there, was the Schlicker, Aunt Maria was there in the house. They opened the door, and here was this big living room, and the table set for coffee and cake, and lights on, and my father said to my mother, Caroline, this is your new home. Wasn't that nice? Her name was Caroline, Caroline in German. This is your new home. And oh, that was so beautiful. And we home all that. And we were tired. Oh, I was tired. The last night when we went in Köln, we spent the night in Köln in a hotel. And my mother came to me on the bed. We were all really tired. So she kissed me. She said, Johanna, this is the letzte Nacht in Deutschland. Ich danke dir für alles, was du mir geholfen hast.
I thank you for everything you helped me for.
I thank you very much for the help you gave me.
It must have been a tremendous thing, you know, to pick
and then,
up
and then we were 6 months in the country. This fella was there. There was a store for sale on Elizabeth Avenue. My father wanted to do something, not working, but managing. That was that little a grocery and delicatessen store on Elizabeth Avenue, next to the Harmonia Bank in that block there. So this man there knew that's for sale. The man died or somebody. He said that there would be something for you to keep you busy. Yeah, but who was going to run it?
You.
Me. Me.
There is a picture of you with your father in the front of the store.
Oh, you have that?
Yes, I have that.
You have that?
Yes, I have that.
I was looking
It
for
says
that.
H. Hochreiner.
Do you want it?
Yes, I want that.
I'll loan it to you.
Yeah.
823.
We can make a copy of
Oh,
it.
you have. I was looking
We
for
have
that
it
picture.
too. You have it.
No.
It says H. Hochreiner on the window.
Yeah, but that was Hochreiner,
Well,
not
that was
Shrek.
before the Peter J.
Shrek.
Oh, that was
That
Hank
was
Shrek.
Shrek.
That was the
It
first
has
one.
Oh,
Okay.
Shrek. So he bought that store. So he said to me, he called
That's
me.
the first time I knew that you had a store.
Oh, yeah.
So I've
She
been
worked in the store.
Yeah. So he said, Hanschen, wir kaufen den Platz.
Yeah, Hansen's
Hanschen, I was
an
Hanschen.
affectionate term for Johanna.
Hanschen, and du gehst ins Geschäft.
You work in the business.
So there was a girl next door. They had an ice cream store. She worked in that store for these people.